All right, let's get right into it. Today, we are breaking down the absolute hilarious chaos of the viral short film Damad. We're going to look at the family dynamics, the cultural comedy, and just the incredible series of disasters that makes this story so funny and honestly pretty relatable.
So right out of the gate, we meet our main character, the son-in-law, a Damad, and he's already completing to his wife before he's even arrived. This one line tells you everything you need to know. He expects the red carpet treatment, and it just perfectly sets the stage for the entitled, comedic train wreck that's about to happen.
Okay, so to really get the humor here, you've got to understand the cultural setup. In many families, the Damad is treated like visiting royalty. Seriously. This special status creates this fascinating, and let's be real, super funny tension within the family.
You know, the term Damad itself is packed with meaning. It's not just son-in-law. It implies this whole level of respect and pampering that is absolutely central to the plot. He isn't just another relative. He's this honored guest whose comfort is like the family's #1 job.
But hey, before our royal guest even makes an appearance, we see the family hierarchy that's already in place. You've got Sonu, the responsible son, the bank officer who can do no wrong. And then you've got Bittu, the unemployed younger son who, according to his dad, can do no right. This dynamic is the fuel for so much of the comedy to come.
And now, the arrival. The Damad's royal expectations are about to have a very, very bumpy collision with reality. Literally.
The trouble starts immediately. The Damad is just horrified by the village roads, and he says this amazing line, "I can't tell if there's a road in the pothole or a pothole in the road." It perfectly captures that hilarious clash between his big city life and where he is now. And trust me, this is just the beginning.
So things escalate, and they escalate fast. His car breaks down. Sonu, the good son, is sent to rescue him. But Sonu's got his earbuds in, he's totally zoned out, and he doesn't even notice when the guest of honor falls right off the back of the bike and into a ditch. And of course, who gets blamed for this massive hospitality failure? Sonu.
You'd think falling into a ditch would be the low point of the visit, right? Oh no, not even close. Once they get him inside the house, the Damad's suffering gets cranked up to a whole new level of slapstick.
So what you don't know is there's a secret plot brewing. The Damad's wife has set a little trap, but it wasn't for him. She's trying to stop her own dad from eating all the sweets by dosing them with a laxative. But guess who ends up eating them? Our Damad, completely clueless about the ticking time bomb in his stomach. And this kicks off a perfect storm of disaster. The laxative hits, he runs for the bathroom, only to find out there's no indoor toilet. The one outhouse they have, occupied. His last resort is an open field, where he gets mistaken for a random trespasser and chased by a dog. It's just this incredible chain reaction where everything that can possibly go wrong does. Just when it seems like things can't possibly get any more insane, the film hits us with its final chaotic act. A totally innocent visit from some of Sonu's colleagues from the bank triggers absolute full-blown panic. So what's the secret? Well, turns out our Damad is hiding something. He's brought a bag full of undeclared cash to hide at his in-laws' place. So when he hears that bank officials are showing up to talk about a robbery, he doesn't think about a bank robbery. He thinks they're tax investigators, and they've come for him and his money. And in this moment of crisis, the roles completely flip. The so-called royal Damad, he just panics and hides. He's useless. But Bittu, the useless son, suddenly sees his chance to be the hero. He grabs the bag of cash and decides the only logical thing to do is to burn all the evidence. At the absolute peak of this madness, as Bittu is trying to set a pile of money on fire, the Damad screams this unforgettable line at him. "Your face is like Harry Potter, but you are a complete pig of a man." I mean, what an insult. It just perfectly captures the desperation and the pure absurdity of the situation. So after all the chaos, the ditch, the dog, the money burning, what does it all really mean? Well, the film is a lot more than just slapstick. It's actually a pretty sharp commentary on family, tradition, and expectations. When you boil it down, the film is cleverly playing with some really deep themes. You've got the immense pressure of tradition, that classic city versus village culture clash, and of course, the whole dynamic of sibling rivalry.
But I think the biggest takeaway is how a crisis can just totally flip the script, right? It turns the useless son into a hero and the royal son-in-law into a hot mess.
And that kind of leaves us with one last thought. In the crazy world of family, roles are never as simple as they seem. So when you look at this cast of characters, the responsible one, the overlooked one, the stressed out parents, or the entitled guest, which one feels a little too familiar to you? And I think that question is where the true heart of this story really lies.